because if I say anything else, everyone's going to figure it out. Hey, Kevins. Oof. Don't know if I can be on board with the Broncos jersey as a Seahawks fan. Dr. Cat Builds. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. He's his prodigy. That's what I was going to say. Why would he think that I had AOL? Jang and I are on Prodigy. CompuServe? Yeah, right. We're not that advanced. Oh, was it a dial-up joke? Is that what it was, wasting time? Mark H, you take that back right now. LM... I don't even remember. I got kicked off FidoNet when I was like 15. Can you believe that? Can you believe they booted a 15-year-old off FidoNet? Monsters. Back in the day with FidoNet, I was running a dual node BBS, and I was routing. I built a way to give everyone on my BBS a basically like an email address before there were email addresses, right? And then the word got out, and so everyone was dialing into my BBS, and they were sending files and data everywhere, and apparently there was a satellite uplink in Alaska, because it's been a long time, so I don't quite remember how I was doing it or where I was routing it all through. But anyway, there was a satellite uplink for FidoNet in Alaska at the time. That was obviously the one I was using. And they got really upset because I guess I was costing them like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars a month, and I was eating up all their upload time with the satellite to send all of the messages from my bulletin board. You used to get banned from BBSs? Willow Moses was on a BBS before email was cool. I still recall the commercial where some wrote their numbers with an @ sign and people were freaking out saying it would never catch on. I know, can you believe that, C-Smith? I was a troublemaker. You were freaking Yuffie? Loyal? How's that Sidewinder X2? The Sidewinder X2 is doing great. Those of you who are here, let me finish that story. So anyway, so FidoNet, they booted me off. Mostly because they told me to stop and I didn't stop doing it. Can you believe that? I still remember my CompuServe number. I do every once in a while cryptography almost. Oh, do you? I used to have a BBS and used Sears PBX to call China. Did you? I was 16 and the FBI interviewed me for breaking government code. Did they? AOL Insomnia Club? What about Gateway computers? Did you have a Gateway? I'll bet It's the Jang had a Gateway. I will totally bet that It's the Jang had a Gateway PC. Almost guaranteed. I'd put money on it. I'd put money on it that Jang literally called up the number, and UPS dropped off a big Holstein colored cow PC box. Almost guaranteed. You had a Gateway? I ran a Renegade 1.2 BBS. Did you really? Awesome, Jang. I loved it. Okay, so let's start naming BBS software. Okay, RA BBS, Ultima BBS, Wildcat BBS, well, Renegade. What else? Dude, you're getting a Dell. Bought in store. I built my... I had a DX250. Was it a DX50 or DX250? Jang? That was like Wildcat. Oh, Wildcat was such a good BBS, wasn't it? Maximus BBS. Wildcat, so freaking fantastic. I spent a lot of money buying Wildcat BBS towards the end of my BBS years. Such a wonderful BBS software. Great software. The Crypt BBS in Florida running Renegade. Good one. Yeah, my DX250 was like, that was like an ultimate DX50, bruh. Internal, external. Oh man, I'm telling you that my DX250 was just, I loved it. No multiplier. Remember turbo buttons? Disabled the math coprocessor. What was the vector graphic based BBS? I don't know. I don't have a recollection of that. Door games were fun. Door games were awesome. They're the best. Excuse me. Yeah, DX280, Ian. I missed DOS games. Okay, so Jang, on your BBS, what did you use? What software package? Come on, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I already know. But what software package did you use to control the modem? Okay, so tell me what software package. I already know it. The closed captioning, sorry. The draw, that's right. The draw was sick. Honestly, do not call front door. Did you use front door? It was an 8088. Awesome machine, Wizard Claus. Yeah, we all use the draw to build our ASCII art. Okay, so we all use the draw, right? We all wrote batch files, right? Snow says, "Uh-oh, Lola must think you're in trouble." Uh-oh, what'd you do? 30 seconds. What? Let's see, Jake, don't remember if I used front door or not. Oh, you didn't? Okay, so now, what did you do for a dual node BBS? How did you run on an MS-DOS system? What software package did you use to run a dual node BBS? Desk view! Yes, Jane, you nailed it. You're reading my mind. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, science, yeah, totally. Totally 3D printed. Yeah. Yeah, so wasn't that awesome? So desk view was sick, wasn't it? Where's the ball? Right here. Oh no, oh no, I was not holding the ball the whole time. Oh, hey science, how are you? Not at all. Oh no. Oops. Let me have a drink. I ran into the end zone, didn't have the ball. Fumbled. Seriously, do I have to put it back on? And hold the ball? Really? I like this talking BBS stuff. So yeah, so desk view. Wasn't that awesome? Desk view was fan-freaking-tastic. Can you believe that? Multitasking in DOS? Wasn't that cool? Coolest thing in the world to run dual node BBSs. Roboboard, interesting. Loyal dropped the ball. I know. So, timer starts over. The 2. Penalty. Loose ball. Thank you, Jason 3DTS, for your support and love tonight. Thank you so much for having fun with us. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for everything. A new 3D printing BBS, dude? I would so do it. I got a dedicated line and then use the family line for second call-in when parents were home. Jake. Oh, Jason 3ETS, thank you so much. OS2 Warp, OS3. Yep. Or OS2 Warp 3.0, sorry. Jason 3ETS on his way out says, have a good night, and then makes me put the helmet back on. Oh. Got it. I got it. I beta tested Warp. Warp was awesome. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jason, for that love and support. Again, thank you so much for 5 more wonderful minutes. And thank you for supporting our community. I have some fantastic plans. I can't wait to share it with you all. We are literally counting down the weeks to some fantastic stuff for you guys. Setting a timer for 5 minutes. Thank you so much. We had Descu was incredible to run multi-node BBS. Jang, I used to lay in bed, and I knew exactly what someone was doing on the BBS, right? By the sound of the card drive. So I didn't say hard drive, I said a card drive. So it was a 40 megabyte card drive, and the chirping. Oh, we lose the camera? Delay of stream. Got to run. Bedtime on the East Coast. Mark H, good night. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I didn't put the ball down. Okay, back to the story before the camera died. Okay, so check this out. I used to lay in bed, and I used to be able to tell. I knew exactly what they were doing on the BBS by the sound of the card drive, the chirping. We went through an anti-Wintel phase. So I played with OS2, Unix, SVR42, Cyrix, wrist chip. Okay, that's interesting. So I loved OS2. OS2 was like ahead of its time. It was incredible. Just trying to think. I spent so much time on BBSs. Trying to think of what else we did. I went through the BSD phase. Obviously Linux my whole life, but then Windows 95 Gold release dropped and the anti-Wintel phase ended. Yeah, Windows 95 was crazy, huh? That was like something we'd never seen before. OS2 is really good and had less crashes than even current one. OS2 is just a good operating system. It was just ahead of its time. We played with Linux, and the kids love Penguin Power. I was downloading Linux in early 90, like 1990, 1991. Can that be right? Over dial-up. And it would take a week to download Linux. And then if something wasn't right, so you download it. This is how it went, right? So you download Linux, and then let's see what else. Yeah, we downloaded it, and then if one of them was corrupt or not right, you lost it all. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Slackware, Red Hat, Berkeley, running gaming server using SUSE. Now, okay, I got it. Okay, so now here's one track law. Do you say SUSE Linux or not this way, please? These people that say SUSE. I just said SUSE Linux. Or I guess people say SUSE or SUSE. More like early 92, Dave Frizzell. Linux started in 91. Yeah, it had to been, then it was right around that time. It was so new. SUSE. You say SUSE? When I first got on the internet, I had to dial into Linux. There was graphics. Yeah, we loved it. That stuff, those times were just nothing like them. Who here played the first versions of SimCity where it was black and white? You're playing on Sun OS? Oh yeah, Sun OS was an awesome operating system. What about old Spark machines? Jang, did you ever have a Spark? There was no graphics. Yeah, well, yeah. All command line. Oh, your SimCity 2000 was pretty sick, huh? Zork. Hey, Loyal Moses. Yay! Do I have to keep this on? Was there any penalties? I started using Linux in 1999 when I first had high-speed internet at college. Hey, Loyal Moses, do you know Jay Farron in the hacking world? Jay Farron does not ring a bell. And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego on? Oh, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Used to go to a friend's house and play that. And the manual in dark red text on dark red paper. Blink, blink over my head. I was born in '91. I played SimCity on the black and white Mac. SimCity was just freaking awesome. Oh gosh, I think we did try a what? A Cypress Spark once with x86 emulation. It was a horrible idea. So it's the Jang. I used to go to, oh, Mrs. LM. Remember when I would drag you to computer conventions? You remember that? Not kidding. I would take Mrs. LM and her sister, and we would go to computer conventions. And I'm not kidding. This is the way it was. There were no women at computer conventions. And we'd walk into those convention halls and go around all those tables. And I swear, and Mrs. LM says right there, yes, and it was not fun because Mrs. LM, people would literally come up to like this is Mrs. LM. These guys would come up to my wife and they'd like go. And they'd like rub on her shoulder. And then you're like, and then I swear some guys would be like one finger and they'd just touch her. I'm like looking at these people like, what are you doing? Like, why are you touching my wife? Were we married at the time? I think we were married, weren't we, Miss Ellen? They were strange places, those computer places back then. It's like, they were like, is she real? She's real. They were crazy places, but I spent a lot of time searching for Sparks. Lots of neckbeards, though. Yep, that's right. Did my freshman papers with GeoWrite. Oh. Wait a minute, GeoWrite. Hold on, Chris Fraser. GeoWrite. GeoWrite, why is that bringing... Hey, what am I doing? Oh, thank you, all of you. Look at the freaking mark on my forehead. GeoWrite. Why am I remembering GeoWrite? They smell great too. It's all that weird science. It was still weird even in the 2000s. Was it offline? They do exist. Geo's GUI for commerce. Why do I remember that? Why am I having memories of that word? GeoWrite. Geos. Geos. Oh my gosh, I've got to look that up. No freaking way. I have not thought of that in no. I know the name. Oh my gosh, there it is. Holy crap, Chris Fraser. I had totally forgotten about Geos. Oh, is that memories right there or what? Wow. I had totally forgotten about it. There it is, GeoPaint. There's GeoPaint right there. GeoWrite. Oh my gosh, I'm having total memories coming back. This is nuts. Banners. Am I recalling banners? Banners. Banners. In GeoWrite on a Oki data. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so crazy. Those memories coming back. And you're right, that we did that in Geos. Oh, no way. Print shop. Print shop. Oh, Chris Frazier, what are you doing to my brain? Print shop. Ah. By Broderbund, yeah. Print cards, banners, labels. Oh my goodness. That is just freaking amazing. Lotus 123. I never used Lotus 123. So I remember going to a friend's house and seeing Lotus. That is incredible. Oh man, I missed the sound of Oki Day use. Oh, do you remember them printing banners, Jang? Do you remember the sound of that? That machine printing banners, that like you can just hear that machine. Oh my goodness, that sound. Remember the first Intel 8086 had the option of a math coprocessor? Yep, had one in a big bulky satellite in a notebook. Wow, Mr. Neotrip. The old nerds reminiscing. CorelDRAW. So CorelDRAW, I don't think we had CorelDRAW. I don't think we had it. I remember it. I have vague memories of it and seeing it, but I don't know if we had it. You're going to make it so he does not sleep again tonight. He's going to have so many memories. Okay, I tried it. I stayed up all night editing that video and getting that video released, and then I went to try and go to sleep. Only slept for 2.5 hours. We woke up, got some stuff done. I tried to go back to sleep, but my brain would not shut down, so I didn't sleep at all. Wasn't CorelDRAW? Yeah. Oh man, I remember making databases on Lotus. CorelDRAW was huge and WordPerfect. I remember WordPerfect. Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Oh, okay. You guys want to know how I passed typing in school? Okay, so I'm going to tell you some things in school. All right. So I had a knack for like thinking differently when it came to computers, and which ended up being some poor choices when I was younger, but ultimately led into a great career breaking into banks and governments. So we went from a Brother printer typewriter with bespoke steel cart to a Toshiba full-width ribbon printer. Oh, wow. So anyway, so I'll tell you a couple of stories. So one of them was I had to take the touch typing class, right? We all had to do that in high school. And I remember I'm sitting there in front of this machine, and the quick brown fox jumped over the blah blah blah. You're watching all these kids and they're touch typing. Well, I, being a homemade computer person, I had my own way of typing, and I was very quick at my own way of typing. And but they didn't want me to type that way. They wanted me to touch type the way that they wanted to, and I'm like, I don't want to touch type the way that you want to type. And so I'm like, it's not going to happen. And so they were like, well, you're going to have to learn it or you can't pass the class. And they're like, so this is what? Sit down and do this. And so I'm like, oh, really? So looking at this software, I realized that when you were typing the sentence, it was calculating how your keystrokes, right? So how many words per minute. And then there was an error rate, right? But in the final grade, they didn't put in your error rate, right? They didn't include that. They just calculated your words per minute. And so I sat there and I was thinking about it one time, and I was like, well, wait a minute. If logically, if that's how they're doing this in code, then I bet if I went over there and I just mashed on the keyboard and hit every key as fast as I could, right? And I get the words per minute up to just an ungodly amount of time, right? Or an ungodly level. And then I'll go back and type it absolutely perfectly, calculating in the mistakes and the penalties for missing words. I'll have a better score than anyone could possibly have. So like I went in the next day, I sat down there, looked around, everyone's there, I'm like, smashed on the keyboard, and sure enough, I was right. So that's how the developer wrote the software, and he was totally wrong. And he shouldn't have done it that way. And Loyal scores perfect tests. And at one point, the teacher come over and they're like, so how are you typing so fast? I'm like, yep, I'm really good. And they're like, well, let's see it. And I'm like, nah, I don't feel like it today. Like, well, Loyal, come on, now let's see you type. And I'm like, well, you have the score. And I never did. I never typed in front of him. Original Wolfenstein, the original Lemmings game for PC. Yeah, I got kicked out of a class in school for Wolfenstein. I hid that on the network. I type weird because of my height. Low tables make me point my finger straight down. And then there was a stock trading app. The computer lab teacher came up with an idea for stock trading. It was to teach us, I don't know, something. I don't know what it was, but I didn't learn the lesson that we were supposed to learn. He wrote some software and some scripts to do stock trading, right? So you had to create your corporation, you had to have a partner, and then every day you'd come in and you put your disk in the computer and then execute the code, and the code would then, you know, tell you whether you made money on your stock and blah, blah. And I'm like, so at home, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, how is he doing this? Like in code, how is he calculating those numbers? That's got to be a random number, but it can't be this. It's like, so I just did all that, just how a programmer would think, right? I just thought through it, and I thought, you know, I'll bet he didn't think of this or that or this. So I went in there and I made these changes, and sure enough, Loyal aced the stock trading, and I had like millions of dollars in the stock trading app. And then I can't remember if I got kicked out of that class or not. One of my first games was a lemonade stand simulator. I have two K-Pro computers here and a dot matrix printer. Would like to donate them to someone, but shipping would be crazy. Well, that's really cool, Gevins. Let's see, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Remember punching holes in discs to get more capacity? Of course. Double-sided, double density. Cheater? I was not a cheater, Mrs. LM. They didn't like me doing copy-paste in keyboarding class. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Lowell? I'm 45. Snow. Level, I learned how to type because of RuneScape. Commander Keen. Oh, wait, Commander Keen? Wait. Commander Keen. Why do I know that name? Commander Keen. Why do I know Commander Keen? Oh, no way. Who said this? Ian Douglas. The minute I saw that artwork, I remember it. Wow. Commander Keen was released 10 years after the first episodes in 1991. Yep. Go, id Software, oh my goodness. Commander Keen. Isn't that awesome? Loyal Moses, I hacked a few. Loyal Moses, what? I hacked a few software packs back in the day too, Triclaw said. Awesome. Do you remember Oracle? Yep. Is on such a nostalgia trip right now. I am. My first and only PC game was Doom. Doom was a fantastic game. Loyal's about to download the entire Apogee library. Jang, dude, my brain is going nuts right now. I'm remembering so many things that I'd completely forgotten about. I can't even get it $5 to $98 to ship, Wolf Hybrid. When I was in the 8th grade, my English teacher, that's wasting time talking to Snow. He outtaught the class and the instructor. I got in trouble a lot for that. I said Keen, I did. I said Keen for E. Oh, Lee. Oh, Lee. Leisure Suit Larry. Oh, somehow that ended up in our house. In our house, that's not the kind of game that we would have in our house. And Leisure Suit Larry, I can't even remember how that ended up in our house. Did it? Oh, do you guys remember the library? Jang. Did you go to the library and get discs from the library? Did you guys do that? Do you remember the little booklet? Was it mail? We used to mail them in. Do you remember that? Load Runner. Oh, Load Runner offline was one of my favorite games of all time. I played Load Runner like you can't even imagine. One of my favorites of all time. Doom, of course. Duke Nukem 3D. Love Duke Nukem. In Doom, I had the WAD editor, so I'd make my own levels in Doom. That was just so much fun. Loved Load Runner. My bad, stop worrying, he won't. He'll get boxed original releases off eBay. And never open them, just stack them up, look at them. Is Civilization 2? I got obsessed with Deadlock. I don't know what Deadlock is. Descent. Okay, Descent was cool. So Descent, remember flying through the little things and up, down, and yeah, Descent was a fun game. The original Descent was fun. As a kid, we had Kid Picks. Yeah, so remember you'd had the catalog. You remember? And you would write down on the order form all the games that you wanted. Do you remember that? We used to send that in. Lemmings? Lemmings. I know Lemmings, I just can't remember it. Maribel Jade says, did you hear that Roberta Williams is working on a new game? No, Maribel Jade. My parents didn't like Leisure Suit Larry when the older brother brought that home. I don't even know how it ended up in the house. It may have came in on a library game. In Australia, we had a competition to pick iconic locations for a country-themed Monopoly. It was an online forum. So I wrote a script to automatically vote for a state submission to be on the best squares. They won by a huge margin. Nefarious, that's cheating. Would you ever imagine would it become Descent Free Space 2, one of the most compelling action sci-fi campaigns of all time? Wait, what? Descent Free Space 2, one of the most compelling action sci-fi campaigns of all time? I'm gonna have to get reminded of that. Seriously, I didn't follow Descent. Am I missing something, or am I just not recalling it? Do you remember demo discs? Yep, of course. Yep, of course. That's the way it was. Dialing into the local library for the BBS and getting shareware. Yep. That was many years later. Descent was Descent. Descent was decent, Stone Monkey Research said. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Yeah. Free Space. Gorillas and QBasic. Oh, QBasic. Who remembers QBasic? Oregon Trail. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Those were two great games. What else happened back then? Snake on QBasic? Did you ever use ROM Basic? I hated QBasic, Ricardos. ROM Basic. I don't remember. I remember free flying space games like, TIE Fighter. Okay, so X-Wing, TIE Fighter, and the F1. Oh, the F1. Okay, hold on. Ian Douglas. Okay, now you're bringing back massive memories. So I have a brother, who wrote X-Wing and TIE Fighter expansions, modifications to those games, so that you could basically choose and select whatever level you wanted to be in. So he had basically, it was a code, and he would send you this disc, and you could run it, and then you had to send him $10 in the mail, and he would send you a code to unlock it and execute it, and to open that game up and to modify the game. But the F-117 flight simulator game, oh, is that memories right there? What was it called? Because I remember it, I played it, I loved that one. We're gonna go search for it. Oh, there it is, Nighthawk, stealth fighter. There it is, F-117A. So we got to go find the original from, there it is, 1988 to 1990 Cold War. No, that's not right. Microprose, there it is. Release date, 1991. Man, that was a good game. Oh my gosh. Man, the memories, this is crazy. Took two by 1 meg 30-pin sims from a previous computer, dropped them in a Sound Blaster. The Sound Blaster AWS or AW32, there it is. Loaded it with samples, turned it into AW32. I'm telling you, isn't that, oh my goodness, Sound Blaster, you remember that? That was the biggest, baddest sound card to have. Do you remember that? Do you, it's the Jang. Do you even remember, isn't that awesome? Do you remember having the surround sound computer speakers? Subwoofer on the ground and all your green connectors and whatever, and plugging it into the Sound Blaster and turn it up, and it was, yeah. Do you remember that? So funny. Windows computers came with some games, Minesweeper and Solitaire, yep. Mech Warrior! Oh! First time hearing MIDI with samples. Mech Warrior was freaking-tastic. Oh my gosh. Surround sound got me in so much trouble, Rip Artist says. I got into Transport Tycoon, don't remember that one. Found out a few years ago that the community has created an open source version of it. Oh really? Downloaded a few days ago. Mech Warrior was amazing. Snow, Mech Warrior was fantastic, like we'd never seen before. Oh, Wing Commander! Jeez! Oh, sorry, I said the F word. Fantastic. Said it again. Railroad Tycoon? I never played Railroad Tycoon. Wing Commander. Scorched Earth? I remember Scorched Earth. Helpless Dolphin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We're a 3D printing channel, I swear. But right now, we are going down memory lane, nerding out in the late 80s and early 90s, mid 90s. S3M killed mod so hard I was so sad after building up my library. I remember Cheers, the theme song from Cheers, Meaty. I don't know how I had that and why I played that a lot as a kid. I don't know. I suppose Zork was before your time. No, we played Zork. No, I played Zork. Let's see. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Remember? Text Adventure. The Incredible Machine, anyone? Loyal Moses, did you see what Builder's Mark posted on Discord? No, I did not. What did Builder's Mark post on Discord? Zork was after EverQuest. Oh, what? EverQuest is still there? So I had a friend that was like obsessed with EverQuest. A roommate that jumped into EverQuest and was like just obsessed with it. Matter of fact, he met his wife on EverQuest. Never mind. Worked out for him. VGA Planets. I don't remember VGA Planets. What was the airplane game? Was it Sopwith? Is that right? What is the airplane game? It was a flight simulator. Sopwith. It was a. What was? Was it Sopwith, Alex? I played that a lot. Loved it. Flight Simulator, I think it was the name. No, it was. I think it was called Sopwith. Is that what it was? Okay, what am I looking at? So I wanted to post this file for everyone to tail a look at. Loyal Moses, just for you, brother. Uh-oh. Hello Kitty Trooper Squoil. Oh, geez. Let's go. Ultra Renegades terrain skiing with a heavy and 30, what? With a heavy and 32 mortar shells? What are you talking about, Jang? I still raid EverQuest every weekend. What? Had an ICQ number. Mrs. LM and I used to chat over ICQ, didn't we, Mrs. LM? That's how I did it. I slid into Mrs. LM's ICQ. True story. Uh-oh. It's totally true. Mrs. Ellen says, yep, ICQ. Ugh. That's hideous. Alex. Sopwith, there it is. Sopwith was great. Oh man, crafting on DOAC was awesome. Okay, got to go and ready for work. Hey, thanks Andrew Prim for being here. What other games did we play? Doom, yeah, Doom was great. Like I said, we used to, we loved Doom. Doom was just fantastic. I played so much Doom back in the day. Okay, I got one. I got one, and I wish I could get these memories back, but I don't know if there is a way to do this. Do you guys remember? Please tell me somebody here in chat remembers playing this game. Quake was good. Do you guys remember? Oh, Unreal. Remember the first Unreal, right? Or Unreal Tournament, right? Okay, ready? Neverwinter Nights. Did you guys ever play Neverwinter Nights? I just wish. Rusty is telling me to draw. Can Rusty really do that? You guys bang enter in chat, by the way. If you want to win some filament, we're going to give away some filament. Yeah, Wizard of Quad says yes, 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 yes. Ah, so many of you. That game, oh my gosh. That brings back so many happy memories. Just that game was fantastic. Oh, C. Smith, Thief was such a good freaking game. I cannot believe it. They just left it. I love Thief. Prince of Persia, no. Prince of Persia, we didn't talk about that yet. I never got into Neverwinter. Neverwinter Nights was freaking amazing. I never played a single game on 58. Stop it, 3D Printing Group. You have to have played some of these. Do you have DHD now, since you love Neverwinter Nights? DHD. Hold on. I don't know what DHD is. DHD. Oh, Baldur's Gate. Yes! Baldur's Gate. I was trying to think of it. Jang, and it wouldn't come to my head. Oh, D&D. Now, do you play D&D now? I want to get back into D&D. Like, I really do. We talk about it all the time. Never got a chance to play, though. Baldur's Gate. Oh, my gosh. That was fantastic. Baldur's Gate was wonderful. I got one. Hasn't been mentioned in chat. Curse of the Azure Bonds. Ooh, Command and Conquer was a good name. Ooh, Command and Conquer was good. Who remembers Curse of the Azure Bonds? Come on. Come on, somebody has to remember that. Let's see, scroll back up. Oh, I missed something. It's the Jang says, one of my proudest gaming moments was buying the Bell Blob in Star Wars Galaxies. I don't even know what that is. I feel so young now because all I played was RuneScape and Bugs Bunny. Cookie with 3 O's. Age of Empires. Age of Empires was good. The original. Diablo. Zorik. Never heard of it. Never heard of Curse of the Azure Bonds? They remade that to work on newer computers. The Amazing Spider-Man 1990 is a great game. I don't even remember it. Castlevania. Don't remember it. You don't remember Curse of the Azure Bonds? Ian Douglas, go look it up. Warcraft 2, StarCraft, yeah. The original Warcraft. Warcraft 2 is good. StarCraft's still fantastic. I love StarCraft. Curse of the Azure Bonds was a good game, Wizard of Quads. Yes, it was. Ready to serve. Okay, back to work. Stop clicking me. Do you remember that? Just keep clicking the workers. Yep, yeah, stop poking me. Remember that? Back to work. All right. Work done. Work complete. Wasn't that Warcraft? It was all of them. I loved them all. I loved Warcraft. Chopping the wood and doing all that stuff. Why they have to make everything so complicated now? Exploding sheep in Warcraft. Yeah, why they have to make everything so complicated? Those games were just freaking perfect. They brought some of those phrases into World of Warcraft too, yeah. Lemmings is back on mobile. How about Myst? I never owned Myst. I went to other friends' home. What about the Black Cauldron? I had a friend that was obsessed with the Black Cauldron back then. Oh man, this is like crazy memories, everyone. Oh my gosh. Bang enter in chat, everyone. Do this right here. Bang enter chat for your chance to win some filament. We are a 3D printing show. We do have a 3D printer printing. And we're going to give away some filament. Lava early. I never played World of Warcraft. I went the Lotro route. What? Lord of the Ring. Oh, what route? I have the movie. I hate you all. I've lost so much of my life right now just reminiscing. Goodbye. No, you can't hate us. Lord of the Rings Online. Oh, did you? No, I wish. Oh my gosh. Is this just what happens? Is this just what happens as we get older? Is this just what happens when we get older, that we look back for those times? Because I tell you, I miss those times. It's like with retro gaming, it's like it's like you're chasing after that nostalgic feeling, and I feel like it's like a drug that we can't get. You know what I mean? Like I want those feelings. I want those memories. That I want that first time feeling again. I want to satisfy like an itch, like to quench a thirst that I can't get. You know, like yeah. Good old game, C. Smith. Full throttle. Yeah, good old days syndrome. Yeah, I like that stuff. I just miss it, you know. Father Funk 3D, evening all. Glad I was able to catch some of the stream. Well, thank you, Father Funk. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I used to play Half-Life mods. Today's show wasn't really a show. I was exhausted, tired, and I didn't even plan on going as long as we have this far. But my brain's going crazy right now. I still play World of Warcraft from time to time. I still like World of Warcraft, though I currently only have a free account, so I can't play any of my good leveled up characters. World of Warcraft was just fantastic. I know as time went on, it got more complicated and it got deeper and it kind of went off in different directions, but I miss the original. Are you doing showing off tonight? Snow, I would love to, but I don't think I have the energy to pull off a showing off snow. That we'll save that for another night. If I slow down, if I sit down and start looking at an iPad right now, I'm dead. My kids played Sims for days. The Elder Scrolls, I built a new PC to be able to play Morrowind. Oh, thank you, Mr. Neotrip. Marathon from Bungie. I don't remember that. Monkey Island Games. I know that title. Half-Life. Guild Wars. Guild Wars. Do you remember Trade Wars? Baltimore game? Who remembers dialing in and playing Trade Wars? I've been going. See, Trade Wars is another one. See, Trade Wars is another game that gets me right in the nostalgia. You know? But to give you credit for staying up to stream, I am exhausted. Print fall behind you? Or fail? Oh, thank you. It's out of filament. Mrs. LM, do I have a... Yep, thank you. I got it right here. Cardboard spool. I feel you. It's 1 a.m. here, Snow says. Who did the blur? Snow. Nice, Snow. Snow blurred so no one could see me load the machine.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Oh, come on. I'm in the middle of loading filament. Now, if you guys were really funny, you'd have made me do this with a helmet on. It's indecent. Boyle, you can't unload and load filament on stream. Cardboard spools, but you hate boxes. I know. I don't like boxes or bags. Let's see. I have seen the Mandalorian bust here on my desk. I have the same Mandalorian bust here on my desk. I printed it Friday. Awesome, Kevin. King's Quest. Oh man. Wow. Serge, you just noticed them in the like a fridge inside here. Yep. King's Quest games. Yes, Maribel Jade. And yet my Gundams are still in boxes. True. Do you need to resume a print on the race 3D? Yeah, you guys might be a bit behind in chat. You could refresh to catch up. But yeah, it's I can't get up. I'm gonna have to send you dice and dice towers. I need to print it, Snow. Intending to create a 3D remake of the classic adventure game Colossal Cave Adventure. So just so you guys know, I have a dice tower that I'm supposed to print from Snow, and she's going to keep doing this every stream, and it's our thing now. But I will eventually print it. It'll be a nice surprise. I need to play Battle Chess tomorrow for sure now. Battle Chess. Make some resin printed dice. They come out great. I would love to do that. I'll print and paint one for you if you want. Oh man, I would. That would be awesome, Snow. I would totally accept that. Okay, it's been a minute. Nope, has it? Yep, it's been a minute. Thank you, Ian, for the sit. Now you got to unload that and load it back in there. Archon! Of course I remember it, Ian. Archon was fantastic in black and white. Archon, one of my favorite games ever. I think I played it on a TI Texas Instruments machine. TI, now I can't remember which one it was. 86, TI 86, what was it? Archon was fantastic. Love that game, fantastic. Such a good machine, or a good game. Archon was incredible. Archon, man, that was a good game. Yeah, but that's the problem. How are we gonna, DMAT, how are we supposed to do this? It's only, how do we see this? How are we gonna do this? I go to twitch.tv. Where am I seeing this recommendations thing? Where am I seeing this recommendations thing? There it is. Okay, 10 boost in progress. Thanks to Loyal Moses' community, that's all of you, this stream is now being recommended to new viewers. Well, that's awesome. Boost in progress. Cobalt. Yep. I remember Cobalt. Turbo Boost from Knight Rider. Boost. So I'm looking at it right here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to just the main page on Twitch. Office Drummer is up there on the front page of Twitch. That's fantastic. F in chat. So cool. Airwolf, yep. Yep, I remember Airwolf. Do they pause the recommending? I don't know. Yeah, Maribel Jade, hit the hay. Good night. Thanks for coming in. A jazz drive. Oh man, who blurred me? That was a good blur. Whoever did that one. That was a good blur. That was a good redeem. The song is stuck in your head. MacGyver. Man, those are so much fun. There you go. I forgot I was extruding on the machine, and then I told it to resume. Yeah, definitely. We can definitely do that. Mrs. LM. No, DTM is fine. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how the boost thing works. Because it just seems like that doesn't seem very efficient to trickle out boosts over hours of stream. You know what I mean? I thought I turned into Twitch, not Boomer TV. Ah, magnificent username guy. Nice one. Okay, so I'm gonna move my camera back. You guys want to get sick while I do this? I'm gonna move my camera back. This is driving me nuts. So this was for filming. The camera was here for filming. All right. It's East Coast. It's East Coast late. Spitting in 3D. Thank you for being here. You guys want to get sick while I do this? Look away. Look away. Because that camera, I need it back up over here. But it's about to be crooked. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna do it live on stream. This is gonna be terrible. You should never do this on stream, and I'm about to do it. Okay? You could always blur if you don't want to see it, but this is what's about to happen. Okay? Here we go. I'm gonna be uncomfortably close. Okay? Okay? Don't get seasick on me. Where'd the music go? Did I almost have the shells level? Give me a second. Hang on, I'm moving all these cameras, all the mounts. Oh, come on, how did I mess it up? Oh, come on, you tilted it. I thought I messed it up. until